Jack decided to go to his uncle's place riding a bicycle. Now, his uncle's place was 6 kilometers from his home. So he started cycling. Now, Jack was also carrying a smartphone in which he was continuously recording the distance covered. So after 15 minutes, he checked how much distance he had covered. And he saw that he had covered 2 kilometers by then. Then he started cycling again. Now, after 30 minutes, he again checked the distance covered by him. And he saw that by then he had covered 4 kilometers. Finally, he cycled again, and in 45 minutes, he reached his uncle's place, which was 6 kilometers from his home, right? So, in 45 minutes, he covered 6 kilometers. Now, if we jot down the distance covered by him in different time intervals, what do we get? We see that in 15 minutes, he had covered 2 kilometers. In 30 minutes, he covered 4 kilometers. And in 45 minutes, he covered 6 kilometers. Now, do you see a relationship here? We see that as the time increases, the distance also increases. So we can say that time and distance have a relationship here. That is, as one increases, the other increases too. And if you decrease the time, you see that distance is also less. So they are somehow directly related, isn't it? Now let's see another example. Now here, Ravi walks from school to home. And what is the total time which he takes for that? Well, he takes 20 minutes to walk from school to home. Now, the same person, that is Ravi, when he jogs from school to home, then he takes how much time? He takes only 15 minutes. And when Ravi runs from school to home, then he takes only 10 minutes. So what is happening here? With increase in speed, we see that time taken to cover the distance decreases. So we have two values here, speed and time. So as the speed increases, time taken decreases. So again we have two values which are related to each other. One increases, the other decreases. Now let's see another example here. This is the relation between number of students and number of sections of a class. So if there are only 15 students in a class, then there is only one section. But if there are 30 students in a class, then we have two sections. So 15 students in each section. Now, if we have 45 students, then we have 3 sections of that class. And if we have 60 students in a class, then we have 4 sections of that class. So what is happening here? As the number of students increases, the number of sections also increases. Now let's see another example. So in this, Sam is eating the pizza alone and he takes 30 minutes to completely eat the pizza. Now, if we have one of his friends joining him, then they take 15 minutes to complete the pizza. And if there are more friends, then what happens? Well, in 6 minutes, they completely finish the pizza. So what is happening? Again, we have two values. As the number of people increases, the time taken to eat the pizza decreases. So these two values are interrelated and one value increases, the other decreases. Now, we saw so many examples of different relationships between values. We have two types of relationships. One is one value increases, the other increases with it. And then we have another relationship in which when one value increases, the other value decreases. Now, what do we call such a relationship? Well, such a relationship is called variation. So, if the values of two quantities depend on each other in such a way that change in one results in corresponding change in the other, then the two quantities are said to be in variation. So this is what is variation. Two quantities, they are related in such a manner that change in one results in corresponding change in the other. So now we have a scenario here. In a fixed time, a vehicle travels different distances at different speeds. So here we have, when the speed is 2 kilometers per hour, then the distance covered is 10 kilometers. Now, when the speed increases to 5 kilometers per hour, then the distance covered also increases to 25 kilometers. Similarly, for 10 kilometers per hour, it's 50 kilometers, and for 20 kilometers per hour, it's 100 kilometers. So what is happening is that when the speed is increasing, then the distance is also increasing. This is when the time is fixed. So we see that when the speed increases, then even the distance increases with it. So both the quantities are directly related to each other. That is, both show direct variation. And this is what is direct variation, when one quantity and the other quantity are related in such a way that increase in one results in increase in the other, or decrease in one results in decrease of the other. So what is direct variation? How do we define it? Well, if two quantities are linked in such a way that an increase in one quantity leads to corresponding increase in the other and vice versa, then such a variation is called a direct variation. Now, let's see another example. Here we see that a vehicle covers the same distance in varied times at varied speeds. So here what is fixed? Distance is fixed. Now if the distance is fixed and we have increasing speeds, then what happens to the time taken? So when the speed is 2 kilometers per hour, then time taken is 10 hours to cover a distance. Now as the speed increases to 5 kilometers per hour, then the same distance can be covered in 4 hours. Similarly, when the speed increases to 10 kilometers per hour, then the time taken to cover the distance is 2 hours, and so on. So what's happening exactly here? This is a condition where the distance is fixed, and what is happening is, as the speed increases, the time taken decreases. So again, these two values are related, but they are related in such a way that increase in one results in decrease in the other. And what type of relationship do we call it? We call it inverse variation. So what is happening is, one is increasing and the other is decreasing. So this is inverse, in the opposite direction, inverse variation. So one increases, the other decreases. So how do we define inverse variation? If two quantities are linked in such a way that an increase in one causes a corresponding decrease in the other and vice versa, then such a variation is called an inverse variation. So now let's come to the example of Jack. So what do we know about Jack's journey from his home to his uncle's place? Well, in 15 minutes he covered 2 kilometers, in 30 minutes 4 kilometers, and in 45 minutes 6 kilometers. So as the time increases, the distance covered by Jack also increases. So these two values are actually interrelated, and interrelated in such a way that increase in one results in increase in the other. And that is why this is a direct variation. So both these values are showing direct variation. Now what about this? Well, here we know that as Ravi increases his speed, the time taken to cover the same distance decreases, isn't it? So what do we see is that speed increases, time taken decreases. What type of relationship is this? This is inverse variation. So now can you answer this question? What type of variation is this? So we have sections and students. So when there are 15 students, we have only one section. When we have 30 students, we have two sections. When we have 45 students, then we have three sections. And for 60 students, we have four sections. So what type of variation does it show? Direct or inverse? What do you think? Well, the correct answer is direct variation. Why do I say so? Because as the number of students increase, the number of sections also increase. So both the values are increasing with each other and are related to each other also. As a result, we see a direct variation. So this is what is a direct variation. Increase in one results in increase in other. So now, even in this case, what do we see? That as the number of people increases, time taken to eat the pizza decreases. So this is an inverse variation. So what did we see today? We saw direct variation and inverse variation. So in direct variation, both the values increase with each other and decrease with each other. While in the case of inverse variation, one value increases, the other decreases. If the other increases, the first value will decrease. So this relationship is inverse variation. So in case of variation, we have two categories, direct variation and inverse variation.